I feel like your love is the only shelter I've ever known, and I can't bear to see you give it away. When your eyes linger on someone else, it feels like a storm tearing through the walls of my heart. My possessiveness isn't control, it's fear that the most sacred part of me might lose its sanctuary in you. Loving you is my greatest blessing, but sharing your love feels like an unhealed wound. Every time you smile at another, I wonder if you're forgetting the language only we speak. I know love should be open, yet my heart aches to lock yours away with mine. Your affection has turned me into a quiet storm, raging inside while I smile on the outside. I've never wanted to own a person, but I can't stop craving all of you. The world may see my jealousy as weakness, but it's the rawest proof of how deeply I feel you. I'm terrified that your love might stretch so wide it forgets to return home. You're my safe place, and I tremble at the thought of you becoming someone else's shelter. My possessiveness is a prayer that your love always finds its way back to me. Even your kindness to strangers can feel like a dagger when my heart is starving for you. You are my secret universe, and I'm scared of you sharing its map with someone else. Loving you has made me greedy for moments that belong only to us. I'm not proud of my jealousy. It's simply the echo of a heart that fears being forgotten. Every touch you give away feels like a page torn from a book I thought was ours alone. My possessiveness is not about power. It's about holding on to the one light I know in the dark. You've become my heartbeat, and I panic when I hear its rhythm with another's name. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. The way you love is magic, and I can't stand the thought of that magic being shared. I want to be the one who holds the key to your gentleness, even when the world knocks. My jealousy is a shadow cast by the fire of your love burning inside me. Even your laughter for someone else feels like a secret. I wish you'd whisper only to me. I ache when I see you giving fragments of your soul to someone who won't cherish it like I do. You've filled me with a hunger to be your only witness, your only softness, your only truth. My possessiveness is the trembling of a soul afraid to lose the warmth that saved it. The thought of your hands healing someone else feels like a betrayal my heart can't name. Loving you has turned me into a poet, but jealousy has turned my poetry into a storm. I'm too possessive because your love is rare, and rare things shouldn't be scattered. I don't want to cage you, but I want your love to be the secret our hearts protect. Your affection is the only thing I've never wanted to share with the world. I know I should be bigger than this, but your love has made me fragile and fierce at once. My heart burns with a fire that wants to consume every glance you give away. You've made me believe in forever, and I'm terrified of forever being handed to someone else. I want your eyes to light up only when they see me, not when they wander away. Loving you feels like standing on a cliff, thrilling but terrifying when the wind shifts. You're my entire sky, and it hurts to see your stars shining on others. My possessiveness is my soul, clutching at the one thing that keeps it alive. You. I'm not jealous of their hands, but I am jealous of their moments with you. Every time you love another, I feel my own heart shrinking like a fading flame. I know this isn't healthy, but your love feels too precious to scatter like confetti. You're the only thing in my life that feels like home, and I don't know how to share home. Even when I smile at you, my heart whispers, "Don't let go of me. Don't give them my place." Loving you is the sweetest ache, but jealousy makes it a burning wound. I'm too possessive because no one else has ever loved me with the same depth you have. You're my secret prayer, and I don't want the world to hear you answer it for someone else. My heart is greedy for your love, even as my mind knows it should let you be free. I wish I could be selfless, but your love makes me selfish in ways I can't control. Even when you're kind to others, my heart aches like a child left behind. I know it's wrong to feel this way, but every time you show love to someone else, my soul trembles with jealousy. It's not control I crave. It's the desperate need to be the only one who feels the warmth of your love. When your affection spills onto others, I feel like a thirsty wanderer watching water pour into someone else's hands. I'm not proud of it, but every glance you give away feels like a piece of my heart being borrowed. Loving you has turned me into someone who guards your attention as if it were my final breath. I want to be the only story your eyes tell when they speak of tenderness and devotion. It's not that I don't trust you, I just can't bear the thought of your love being divided. You've become my safe place, and I'm terrified of sharing that sanctuary with anyone else. I'm too possessive, not because I doubt you, but because your love feels like the only thing keeping me alive. Sometimes I hate how much I want to cage your love, even when I know it should run free. Your affection is my addiction, and I panic when I see someone else tasting the same high. It's not jealousy, it's a fear of losing the only soul who knows how to hold me. When you give your love away, it feels like the stars I counted on are dimming one by one. I wish I could be mature, but your love has made me selfish in ways I never imagined. I've built my world around your touch, and it shakes whenever I see you reaching out to others. My possessiveness isn't a prison, it's a desperate prayer that your love stays mine. You make me feel like a universe, and I'm scared of watching you orbit someone else. I don't want to own you. I just can't stand the thought of losing your warmth to someone new. If I could tear the sky open, I'd write your name across it so the world knows you're my only son. Loving you has become a hunger I can't feed unless you're feeding me alone. I'm terrified of being a background chapter while you become someone else's epic story. Every smile you share with another makes me question if mine still means anything. I've never known love like this, so intense it feels like a storm I can't contain. I know love is not ownership, but my heart still aches when yours feels borrowed. When your hand reaches for another, it feels like I'm standing outside in the cold. I can't lie. Your love turned me into a fighter who battles ghosts of imaginary rivals. You're the only light I know, and I'm terrified of watching you glow for someone else. I hate that I measure your love by how little you give away to others. Your affection feels like gold, and I've become a greedy miner, unwilling to share. I'm possessive not because I'm small, but because your love feels too vast to risk losing. Every second your attention wanders, it feels like a slow eclipse over my heart. I've become addicted to being your favorite, and the thought of losing that destroys me. I'm not jealous of them. I'm terrified of the emptiness if you ever stop loving me. Your love is a rare language, and I'm afraid of you teaching it to someone else. I don't want to cage you, but I want your heart to beat for me, even when I'm not around. You've become my secret kingdom, and I can't stand the idea of opening the gates. Sometimes I wonder if my possessiveness is love or just fear wearing a mask. When you love others, I feel like a faded photograph losing its color. I've poured everything into you, and my soul trembles at the thought of being replaced. I know I should let you shine, but my heart wants you to shine only for me. Loving you feels like trying to hold a comet in my bare hands. I'm too possessive because your love healed parts of me I thought were untouchable. You're my only softness, and I'm scared of sharing that softness with the world. My jealousy is not anger, it's grief over the thought of losing our intimacy. I don't want your freedom. I want your soul anchored to mine forever. Your love is the only thing that feels real, and everything else feels like a threat. When you give your kindness to others, it feels like a betrayal, even though it's not. I'm too possessive because your love feels like home, and I can't share my home. I never knew love could make me both soft and territorial at once. You've become my heartbeat, and I panic when I feel it drifting away. I'm not afraid of losing you. I'm afraid of losing the way you make me feel loved. My possessiveness is a reflection of how much you mean to me, even when it's unfair. When you love others, it feels like my place in your heart shrinks a little. Your affection is a rare jewel, and my hands tremble at the thought of it slipping away. Loving you has taught me beauty and terror all at once. I'm too possessive because I've never been loved like this before, and I don't know how to share. If love is meant to be free, why does it feel like death when you give it away?